Hi, this is Sean Bacon with Xcellence Inspection Services, and today we're talking about sump pumps. I actually came across this pretty interesting scenario as I'm doing an inspection on a house in Chicago Heights, because it actually has two sump pits but one sump pump. So I wanted to give you guys a visual, kind of explanation of what's happening here, and kind of go from there. So the original sump pit is this here, and the reason we can tell that is we can see the drainage tile. So we have a drainage tile here, which is coming from the perimeter, and we've talked about drainage tiles before. They are installed at the time of the house is being built around the entire perimeter of the home, and it's basically designed to prevent moisture or water from accumulating around the home. If you can minimize the amount of water that accumulates around the home, then there's less potential for that water to seep into the basement. We also have a drain tile, which is basically coming from the floor drain over here. So we can see we have the condensate drain, which is coming from the furnace. Also the drain, which is coming from the humidifier. So that ties into the floor drain, and then that just goes underground over to here. And so then what we have is a connection between this sump pit and this sump pit. So the connection there, so basically as water fills up here, it flows over to here, and then this is where the actual pump is. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and disconnect the float, turn on the pump, and so we can see as water is exiting out of this sump pit, and then we can see water flowing from the drain tile into the original pit. And we can see that water, especially because we had rain within the last 48 hours. So you can still see water flowing from this pit over to this pit. And then you can also see that there's still water that's in the drain tiles. And when it's raining or when the snow is melting, that's going to be a consistent scenario. That's why it's extremely important when you do have a sump pump to have a battery backup system, and in some cases a backup pump as well, just to prevent the potential for pump malfunction, or if the power is out, for the pump to not work at all. So you can see the water is going down in both. You still have water that's coming. So that's a dual pit. It's not a common scenario, but really it's it's helpful in the sense of if water really fills up in the pit, and maybe if the pump does malfunction for a short period of time, the water will collect in both pits and basically prevent water from coming into the basement as a whole. So this is Sean Bacon with Xcellence Inspection Services. If you'd like for us to conduct an inspection for you, please give us a call at 708-299-9235.